What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we have some Destiny 2 stuff to talk about. We're going to look at some Foundry faction specific weapons, the possibility of weapon skins, we'll take a deeper look at lost sectors and cache codes that you use to unlock them, and treasure maps. So let's jump straight into it. In the IGN gameplay trailer from yesterday, we saw a new weapon being held by a Guardian in the Iron Temple, which is now confirmed to be returning in Destiny 2. The weapon itself is pretty interesting. It's a very kind of militaristic, rugged looking weapon right there that appears to be some kind of assault rifle. Some people have been speculating as to whether this is a new exotic. Of course, that could be the case. Interestingly though, if we look back to the reveal trailer from the PlayStation conference at E3, we can see a Titan wielding a weapon which is basically in the exact same style, and it has that same kind of worn militaristic effect, but this is indeed a shotgun. So while our first weapon could indeed be an exotic, it is also possible that this could be a set of weapons. Perhaps it's a Foundry we don't know of yet, or they could be some of the first weapons that we equip ourselves with in the game. Either way, they look pretty awesome, and I can't wait to try them out. Also in the IGN trailer, we saw some new Foundry weapons. So we have a hand cannon called Camilla C, and interestingly, this is a weapon that requires level 18, but it is indeed a legendary, and it comes with the aggressive archetype of high damage, high recoil, and you also have increased movement speed and target acquisition when moving while aiming down sights. We also have the Quadrille 34 pulse rifle. This is a Soros pulse rifle, and as well as adaptive, a well-rounded, reliable and sturdy weapon. We can see that this has a new version of Headseeker, so body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time, which is pretty cool. We also have the Canobus PR2, another pulse rifle. This one, I believe, is an Omelon pulse rifle. It has the same color scheme as some of the other weapons we can see on screen. This one has a pretty huge magazine size of 42 rounds right there. It does look like one of the higher rate of fire pulse rifles. It comes with lightweight, and there's also Zen Moment. Causing damage with this weapon increases its stability. Interestingly, if you take a look at one of the exotics, we'll use Sunshot as an example. It has 300 attack right there. So could this perhaps be the max level for Destiny 2? At least before perhaps the hard mode raid launches? Well, it's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. But in this next clip, we see a player running through the inverted Spire Strike with what looks like a pulse rifle, but it's a much more reminiscent kind of model of pulse rifle, like something we would have seen in Destiny 1. Interestingly though, later in the same clip, we see what appears to be an identical weapon, this time with a kind of worn yellow kind of paint job on it. So maybe we will see weapon skins in one form or another in Destiny 2. We also see a Viced assault rifle or SMG in the next clip, very similar to what they showed off in the reveal for Destiny 2 in the tower mission, but this one also appears to have a different skin on it, almost a kind of carbon fiber effect on the model of the weapon. And if we take a look in the next clip, we see a Hake weapon right there, but this one also features New Monarchy's logo on the side, so this appears to be a faction weapon. Also very interesting is that we see what looks like a suppressor on the end of this weapon. This could just be a default model for the weapon, but I think we could be getting our first glimpse at weapon mods right here. You know, these are the kind of attachments that you would have on a weapon, a suppressor or something like that. So this is a pretty interesting clip, and I haven't seen any other weapons, especially the kind of Foundry weapons that we've seen so far. So like I said, I think that could be a weapon mod right there. It also looks like the weapon has the kind of carbon fiber effect on it, and if you look at the Titan's armor, it appears to have a pretty similar effect. So I'm not entirely sure what we're seeing here. This could be, you know, the theme of a particular set of armor. You can also see the green on the Titan and then the green Hake logo on the gun. So maybe this could be, you know, some kind of character and weapon shader system, or it could just be a matching set from New Monarchy or something like that. Whichever way, it's pretty interesting. Moving on, in the recent IGN footage, we see the map of Nessus, and interestingly, we see the Nessus treasure map right there. And the description reads, "It was like I was being called closer, like something wanted my help. Then I got to this tower with a triangular doorway and go through. That's when it got really weird. Cade 6. So these are actually locations that you can go to on the map. You can see a bunch of them actually dotted around the map of Nessus right there. Perhaps these will be collectibles that you have to find and put together to make a map, and it'll show you hidden things upon each location. We also see an adventure in the next clip, and this is called Release. The description reads, "The Vex appear to be capturing the Fallen, and Failsafe wants it stopped." It appears that Failsafe will be our NPC character for Nessus. We don't know very much about Failsafe yet, but there is also some dialogue in the Inverted Spire Strike, and it seems increasingly likely that Failsafe was the AI of a now crashed ship on Nessus called Exodus Black, which is a ship also now known to have been carrying Siva, so it's going to be pretty interesting. Moving on, we get our first glimpses of Lost Sectors being played by Void Warlocks and Titans, which is pretty exciting. In this very short clip, we can see the Lost Sector icon on the wall right there, and there's also a notification reading on the left-hand side that says radiation fluid, and it actually appears to be doing damage to the Guardian right there. There's another clip with a couple of Guardians also in a Lost Sector on Nessus, and on the left-hand side you can see that it says cache code acquired. So these are almost certainly the keys to the treasure that we can unlock in Lost Sectors by taking down a boss. So there we go, guys, a bit of a breakdown of some stuff that we can see inside of these new gameplay trailers. There's definitely been some very revealing things inside of here, so I'll be curious to hear what you guys think down in the comments section below. But if you have enjoyed the video, a like is very much appreciated. If you want to save 10% on Control Freak products, including the new Destiny 2 edition thumbsticks, then follow the link in the description below. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you very soon.